PlayStation is about to release another Concord.
What are you PlayStation fanboys worried about? I thought y'all supported your own exclusive games. Don't worry if people on PC or Xbox or maybe even the Nintendo Switch 2 even is going to support this game, right? Don't y'all support your own first-party studios? Oh, I forgot, that's Nintendo. Because the only games that y'all going to be buying on PS5 is, that's right, third-party and Xbox games currently.
They're about to drop another live service shooter with colorful art and
to think that Last of Us multiplayer got canceled for this game.
It seems like a lot of people instantly are hating on it. Now, let's talk, because they just did an hour-long PlayStation presentation actually showing the gameplay and the combat and talking.
No, they showed like 20 minutes of gameplay and 40 minutes of that was talking. It reminds me of my favorite PlayStation exclusive, The Last of Us. You know, where you get more cutscenes than you get gameplay.
Developers and showing like famous live streamers playing it. And I feel like everybody at the start thing, but as it went on, the internet seemed to turn against it. In only 60 minutes...
It took for 60 minutes for this game to fail and flop, man. I mean, at this point, Sony might as well cancel it. Let the game... Bro, and the funny thing is, I can't believe the people at Bungie were the ones that co-signed Last of Us multiplayer being canceled, all in favor of this garbage game that nobody wanted. Like, this is crazy, man. If this shows you anything, that Sony has a lack of direction with even their own company.
It went from very positive to very mixed to now quite negative.
What do you mean? There was no positivity going into this, bro. Most people wanted to see what this game was about, man. I seen L's in the chat. People was like, yo, Sony, you need to cancel this right now. I was one of them. The game looks horrible.
I've pulled up a bunch of tweets, a bunch of screenshots, a bunch of details about this game. It just looks fine. I can't really imagine playing this more than a few hours without getting bored. And aside from that fact, it is not free to play.
It's not free to play. Yo, it's done. It's done. Sony, you just put the coffin in this game right now. You have free-to-play offerings, right, that are much better than what you're offering. And you out here putting a price tag on a game like Marathon, a game that nobody even asked for. Like, I mean, you could have did the collector's edition of The Last of Us, threw in the multiplayer, even though you ripped your fans off with the thank you card by Neil Druckmann, and be like, okay, we're going to put the multiplayer now. You know, even though people would have probably been disappointed, but I think more than likely they would have been happy. Because this is trash, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just goes to show you that PlayStation can't do multiplayer, not even better than Nintendo. Who would have thought that Nintendo would be far better and having a much better online offering than what you're getting from PlayStation's own in-house studios? This is crazy.
So this is, again, PlayStation has this weird idea of paying for live service. This game is, assumedly, because there are other live service games have all been $40, this is going to be another $40 live service game, which is weird because games like Apex, Warzone, Fortnite, Destiny, also, the thing is that those are very different genres of shooters, but this is definitely trying to cater to hardcore shooters. Now, it does create this interesting flow. There's other extraction shooters. There's a lot of extraction shooters out there. So this seems to be, though, basically just trying to build on a very established DNA, but, like, even if you hate Destiny...
Nobody wants to play this, bro. They're just going to continue to play Destiny, which is also a better game that's also available for free. It is what it is, bro. The fact that Sony is putting a price tag on this game has already single-handedly... Bro, it's done. The game is dead, bro. You might as well drop a video saying PlayStation is dead right now, because if these are the type of games that y'all playing... Well, I can't even say y'all playing them. Y'all ain't even going to give these games the time of day. Then this goes to show you that maybe PlayStation shouldn't be the quote-unquote market leader. Because how you going to call yourself the market leader, but yet every single online game that you offer, ain't nobody playing it? Your system ain't nothing but a third-party box. It ain't nothing but a third-party machine. Nobody cares about exclusivity, because if they did, they would be buying these games. People on Xbox don't even want to buy this game. They probably thought it was free to play. I don't even want it. I'm going to stick to playing Halo, where Bungie was actually good on the Master Chief Collection.
Anti-games as a service.
No, you're not, because you got Helldivers 2 and you bought Gran Turismo 7. Those are live service and subscription games, and you didn't have a problem with it. You see, this is the hypocrisy that I'm talking about. You guys have a problem with this one, but y'all didn't advocate for it with Gran Turismo. Not even, it goes as far to GT Sport, and y'all didn't say anything.
Live service games. To me, it's just really weird to see these constant HUDs that
That's
you know are going to have battle
bro.
passes and microtransactions.
So unoriginal, bro. How many live service games that I've seen do the same thing?
I just don't really want to pay $40 for this. Like, if this was
bro,
free,
you could even pay me to play this game.
I would definitely give it a shot. I think it's just free. There's always people that are willing to give it a shot. There's a constant fresh.
You know what they should do? Push it through the subscription service. Push it through PlayStation Premium. That'd be smart. Sell the game to everybody else and push it through Premium. But even then, people on PC are not paying for this. They're not. People on Xbox ain't paying for this. This would have to be a free-to-play to even see some remote success, bro. Even X-Defiant, which to a lot of people was a pretty good Call of Duty alternative clone, and that failed. I don't even know what the hell this game is supposed to be. It's supposed to be in lines with the original Marathon Durendo, but it looks nothing remotely close to that. The art style is atrocious.
Of players, and upfront cost, I feel like, makes it where nobody wants to try it who isn't already sold on it, and I feel like that can be a risky thing. Now, here's the deal. People have been talking about lowered my hype. However, the actual explanation of the gameplay has me a lot more intrigued. I've been looking for something like this to dive into, so I am here for it. I'm digging the unique art style, kind of a refreshing look. I'll admit it, I actually do like the art style a lot. It feels like a lot of people are super against tweets. You can look at the replies, and people seem to be not super hyped just in general. This looks boring, I cannot lie. Extraction Shooter, they did say that if you wanted to just be a lunatic and play...
Look at that. 6 runners at launch, 4 core right now. That means 4 will be available, and then you have to buy the other 2. This is pathetic! They selling the game and out here leaving characters already? Bruh, it's done. It's Sony, just cancel it, bro. I'm trying to help save you some money. Are you serious? It says it right there. 6 runners at launch. So that means there'll be 6 characters, right? Runners at launch. 4 of them will be core. So 4 of them essentially will be, wow. So you're essentially paying $10 for each character. What? I've never seen this before. This is crazy. Sony's out here selling you a game, and they telling you to buy the other 2 characters. What? That should all be included for season 1. Wow, this game is dead on arrival.
All stealthies and just do a void run and stuff like that, you can do that. They said they consider it more of like a meme style.
Wow.
But what's weird to me is that it just feels like everybody is so split. Marathon looks amazing. Marathon gameplay looks like an absolute futuristic dumpster fire. Roblox dog poop. What the heck was that? Oh, man. I just feel like even if you're trying to be positive about this, even if you're excited about this, I just feel like, for me, it's not pressing those buttons that...
I mean, it's nothing unique. It's not doing anything we haven't seen. And the funny thing is, with Concord being, that the way it flopped was the fact that Sony could have still kept those servers on. They could have just pushed it through the PlayStation Plus. See, that's the difference between Xbox. Even though Redfall was a failure, they still push it through Game Pass for people that still want to play it and try it. There was no reason for them to shut the game down. Y'all know that. They could have pushed it. You pay for online, which therefore means that Concord should still have its servers up. There was no reason for Sony to pull the plug so immediately. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't that the reason why you paid to play the games? How come we don't have conversations about this? How are companies shutting servers down to games that you're paying for? Ain't that the concept? If we pay Sony money, we should be able to have any single one of our online multiplayer games be available? This doesn't make sense. This is why people talk crap about why console gamers pay for online and they still shut the servers down. That shouldn't even happen.
Are as positive as I would have hoped. I'm excited for Marathon. I'm optimistic about Marathon. But when I see a lot of these clips, when I see a lot of this gameplay and stuff, it just really isn't quite pressing the buttons I hoped. 8 out of 10 reveal. I'm sold on it. Insane. I am going to try and get into the beta. There have been...
The only ones that are hyped up for this game is ponies, bro. And guess what? It's multi-plat. I don't even care. I don't even think PC gamers care. But this game's going to drop off on Steam quicker than what they said with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Ain't nobody asked for this game. Ain't nobody wanted it. If this is Sony's way of putting games on Xbox or other platforms in this way, they make them exclusive because I don't care for them, bro. This is so terrible, bro. This is worse than Halo 2 on the original Xbox with Xbox Live multiplayer. Like, you try to tell me that Microsoft is beating y'all with old games? Like, y'all can't even compete with Microsoft's Gears Ultimate Edition. Y'all can't even compete to that level. Y'all can't even compete with Nintendo that never even cared for online and they surpassed you. This is embarrassing. How do you PlayStation fanboys act like, oh, we got the supreme console when the best games that are on it is third party? The Call of Duties, the games that Microsoft is making. You're funding their wallets. Nobody wants this trash, bro. This is going to fail. This game is probably going to die quicker. Well, it'll probably last a little longer since it's coming to everything, but it's going to die quicker. I mean, Sony probably have a better chance pushing it on the Nintendo Switch 2 than anything because, like I said, Nintendo, they don't really have shooting games like this, and maybe they might be more intrigued by it. But you got to remember, putting a game like this in a realm of, especially of other consoles that have access to the same games that are similar, that are also free to play, games that you don't have to pay, games that are littered with content, even Destiny, for an example, a game that Bungie made. Why would anybody buy this? You have to ask yourself. It was bad enough that you wanted me to play the game for free. Now I gotta buy the game. And what's even more funny, I buy the game and then y'all take 2 characters away from me? Are you serious? If I buy the game, I should have every single character that's offered. How are you going to have 6 runners and 4 of them are going to be through the core? So I would hope that would be core, would be the free-to-play, and then the 6 character. But even then, why would you pay for that? Like, bro, this is terrible.
Times where I've seen a game that has a terrible trailer and great gameplay, but so far, something about this feels...
I'm done with PlayStation,
like
bro.
I'm definitely the target demographic.
Yeah, and neither is the Fortnite gamer, because the Fortnite gamer ain't dropping what they playing to play this trash.
So many better free-to-play shooters, better shooters just in general. If this is not primo tight, if this does not have an explosion of hype when this drops,
it's done.
I do think it's going to be very much dead on arrival. Well, a lot of people keep bringing up Concord, saying that ever since Concord happened, a lot of people, where is that? I think I saved a tweet of people basically saying after 11 days.
11 days.
Like
now we got to see if this game would even make it past 12. This is sad, bro. Sony, you have not built no confidence. Bro, I'm telling you, man. Y'all don't realize how bad this is. There was no excuse for why Concord should have been terminated through online in 11 days. You're paying for PlayStation Plus, which also therefore means, I mean, if you want to shut it off on PC, that's fine because they don't pay you anything. But there was no excuse for you to shut it off on PlayStation because y'all pay for multiplayer. Okay? Yeah, the game failed. And see, this is the difference between Xbox and PlayStation. Y'all keep talking about, what's that game they always keep bringing up? That Battle Edge mode game, whatever. I forgot. Edge something. Bleed Edge or whatever. They always talk about it. Guess what? I can get a couple of friends and play the game. And no matter how bad it sucks, I can make a group post on Xbox, get a few people to play it, and we can play some games with each other. They didn't have to completely terminate the game, even though nobody plays it. Bleeding Edge, I just remembered. So there you go. So why couldn't Sony do the same thing, considering that you paid them money to play the games? Oh, that's right. You paid them money to play third-party games. At this point, get a PC. It's far better on PC to do this than on console if this is what y'all are doing.
Anytime I watch a game just unexist, it has changed the tone around live service games. Yes, PlayStation did full refunds, but now I am in a spot where...
Well, get ready for another full refund.
If I love this, if I end up super getting into Marathon, what happens if other people don't? What happens if the community is 100,000 and it needs to be 200?
Bruh. Y'all better hope you even get 2,000 at launch, considering what happened to Concord. Y'all barely had... It was so bad, y'all were out here boosting to get your platinum trophy, and Sony took... That's the rarest platinum you can get, because you can't obtain it because the servers are offline.
100,000. Does that mean the game is going to get unmade as well? Is it going to be mass deleted? I don't know. That's kind of the concern I have with these always online live service games, is that even if you get super, super, super invested into it, there's a chance it's going to get Thanos snapped, and all that love, all that time, all that leveling, all that time spent in it, it could just be Thanos snapped.
And that's why people stick to the popular ones and stick to the ones that they've invested a massive amount of time in. This game is dead on arrival, bro. Like, there's no faith for this game. It was bad enough that I thought it was free to play. Now they Sony asking you to pay. Then you're locking out 2 characters out of the game. Like, Sony, you have no reason to be stingy. You have no reason. Y'all acting like Nintendo, but the difference is people, they want to play those games. Even though I don't want to support what Nintendo's doing, but I want the Switch too. I want those games. I want to play Mario Kart World. I want to play Metroid. I don't like the whole upgrade, but though I do like the games though. Nintendo knows that. They're trying to take advantage. They're trying to take advantage of the impulsive gamer that wants to bite on it. But Sony, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't even want to play it, bro. I don't even care what platform it's on. I wouldn't even play it on a calculator if it was on it.
Hit some projected progress report. But this has just been...
Like I said, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. PlayStation is dead. They can't make a game to save their life, man. You know, I just hope this game lasts 12 days instead of 11 days like Concord. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, take care. Peace out.